Generally, people feel trapped in a situation. So it helps them understand and spot the patterns so that they can break out of them.
To talk about what therapy is and to bust a few myths of therapy, we have with us today Mrs. Vaishnavi Madarkar. She is an integrative trauma therapist and a counseling psychologist. She runs her own private practice called Beyond Superficial. Let us welcome her on our show today. Hi Vaishnavi, thank you for coming here.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you for having me here.
We were talking about how there's a stigma that has built around therapy and how much people hesitate to seek for therapy because there is a misconception of what therapy actually is. So could you tell us what therapy is versus what therapy is not?
Let me try and explain this in terms of physical health, right? So that it is easy for people to understand. When somebody has a physical ailment, or even if they are just feeling under the weather, they seek help to get some kind of relief, and so that the symptoms are easier to manage, right? So mental health help or psychotherapy is exactly the same. Generally, people think that when somebody reaches out to a mental health professional, either they are called mental or a psycho or all sorts of names that actually stigmatizes mental health issues even more. So psychotherapy is also a process of unlearning a lot of unfavorable patterns, conditions that are not favoring our day-to-day activity. It is not only clinical issues that can benefit out of psychotherapy. Even day-to-day stress, relationship issues, communication skills, a lot of learning and unlearning happens through the process of psychotherapy in a way that it reduces stress. It makes it easier for people to deal with situations. Generally, people feel trapped in a situation. So it helps them understand and spot the patterns so that they can break out of them. So this is the process of psychotherapy.
You beautifully explained about what seeking out for mental health help or what therapy is in relation to our physical health. So a lot of people also think that seeking out for help is just for people with mental health disorders or serious mental health conditions.
Right.
Whereas on the other hand, even if you want career advice or simply you want someone to talk to, going for therapy is a huge relief in itself, right? This is just like getting a general checkup even though you don't have major physical health concerns.
Absolutely.
Right? So a lot of people also think that therapists just nod their head in sessions or therapists give advice. What do you have to say about that?
All right, I think this calls for some myth busting, as we call it. So let's shed some light on certain myths of psychotherapy and mental health help. So we, especially as psychologists, we have heard this a lot. People have this feeling or this idea that we charge only for talking. Psychotherapy is definitely called talk therapy, but it's just not limited to talking. If it was only talking, then why need psychotherapy in the first place? So psychotherapy is a strategic, formulated, structured and evidence-based scientific process to deal with mental health issues. Coming to myths now, people feel that we hypnotize people. We just talk to them, we just say, I'm so sorry this happened to you, please take a deep breath. And people feel that we are only and only going to suggest meditation. So I would like to start by saying meditation is not a one-size-fits-all. That's not what we say. We talk to the person, get into their world and perception, having kept our own boundaries. We don't enmesh with them. This is exactly what distinguishes a therapist from a family member, right? Our emotions are not entangled. We are conscious about what we are saying. We are looking for certain things that normally people might not look into when they are not psychoeducated. We spread psychoeducative awareness. We let them know what exactly it is, and then we look into something clinical. We screen them. We screen their behavioral patterns, and in short, we actually try and get into their subconscious. This is what happens in psychotherapy. And no, we don't hypnotize. No, we don't just say, I'm sorry this happened to you, please take a deep breath. There are tasks involved, there are strategic homeworks involved that actually helps people deal with serious mental health issues.
click on the bell icon to watch our latest videos.